Leaving the station behind at midnight, the last train hums down below the hill, my coat pulled tight against the late autumn chill. 2 degrees on the corner clock screen, the street falls off into amber and grey, and the brick walls stand in a narrow row. I lift my head to the concrete steps, 100 miles from the desk today. The city lights fade out behind my coat, every heavy thought starts floating away. Step by step up the freezing stone, nothing left for the night to say. One step up into the cold air, one step higher above the street. Leave the noise in the avenue below, where the late yellow cabs and red tail lights meet. Just the sound of my rubber soles and the steady rhythm of my own breath. Walking home up the Huam hill, where the night is soft and wide. An old blue plastic recycling bin sits by a closed wooden grocery door. A small lamp hums on a metal pole, casting long dark shadows on the floor. I see my breath in the yellow beam, a quiet cloud drifting into space. My shoulders drop half an inch or two as the incline slows down my daily pace. The city lights fade out behind my coat, every heavy thought starts floating away. Step by step up the freezing stone, nothing left for the night to say. One step up into the cold air, one step higher above the street. Leave the noise in the avenue below, where the late yellow cabs and red tail lights meet. Just the sound of my rubber soles and the steady rhythm of my own breath. Walking home up the home hill, where the night is soft and wide. Up ahead the stairs get steep, past the second floor terrace rail. Every window is dark and asleep. In this alleyway cold and pale, I don't need to hurry now. There is nowhere else I have to be. One step up into the cold air, one step higher above the street. Leave the noise in the avenue below, where the late yellow cabs and red tail lights meet. Just the sound of my rubber soles and the steady rhythm of my own breath. Walking home up the Huam hill, where the night is soft and wide. Step by step into the cold air, just my breath. 10 hours under the fluorescent tube, checking numbers on a flickering screen. Now the cold steel handrail under my palm is the solidest thing I have seen today. My legs are heavy on the third flight up, worn concrete edges chipped by time. A potted fern sits frozen by a gate, covered in a layer of late autumn rime. I press my palm against the chilled steel bar and pause to let my lungs fill up with frost. The pressure in my temple starts to clear, count the steps so nothing sweet is lost. Heavy shoulders on concrete stairs, leaving the office far behind. Every flight takes a little bit away from the crowded corners of my mind. Under the red brick villa eaves, where the outdoor cables hang low, I am climbing out of the long day, moving soft and moving slow. A small porch light stays on at number 4, casting yellow circles on the tiles. An old pair of shoes left by the map, looking like they walked 100 miles. I stop to shift the strap across my coat and listen to the far-off city hum. The highway rumble 2 miles to the west, a gentle murmur where the night has come. I press my palm against the chill steel bar and pause to let my lungs fill up with frost. The pressure in my temple starts to clear, count the steps so nothing sweet is lost. Heavy shoulders on concrete stairs, leaving the office far behind. Every flight takes a little bit away from the crowded corners of my mind. Under the red brick villa eaves, where the outdoor cables hang low, I am climbing out of the long day, moving soft and moving slow. The air gets thinner as I make the turn above the rooftops and the water tanks. The city looks smaller from this narrow bend, a sleeping giant on the river banks. Heavy shoulders on concrete stairs, leaving the office far behind. Every flight takes a little bit of weight from the crowded corners of my mind. Under the red brick villa eaves, where the outdoor cables hang low, I am climbing out of the long day, moving soft and moving slow. Moving soft and moving slow, up the concrete stairs. The corner market closed 4 hours ago. Metal shutter pulled down to the ground. A plastic stool sits underneath the lamp, leaving yellow shadows on the ground. I stand here by the icy glass display, where dry red apples usually sit. The hum of the lamp is the only sound, and my breath where the light is lit. I pull my scarf around my neck and lean in against the concrete wall. I watch the silent street stretch out where no more evening footsteps fall. Underneath the corner market lamp, midway up the Huam alley slope, a quiet pause in the midnight freeze where heavy hearts rediscover hope. Just the hum of the yellow light and the cold wind humming through the tree. The city is sleeping down below, and this small corner belongs to me. An empty crate left out beside the curb, scattered dry leaves resting on the blue. The neon sign for the pharmacy below fades into a soft and pale hue. I take my gloves out of my coat and hold my hands up to the glow, finding comfort in the quiet space before the final steps I go. I pull my scarf around my neck and lean in against the concrete wall. I watch the silent streets stretch out when no more evening footsteps fall. Underneath the corner market lamp, midway up the Huam alley slope, a quiet pause in the midnight freeze where heavy hearts rediscover hope. Just the hum of the yellow light and the cold wind humming through the tree. The city is sleeping down below, and this small corner belongs to me. 5 more flights of stairs remain before I reach my front door lock. No telephone ringing in the dark, no ticking of an office clock. Underneath the corner market lamp, midway up the Huam alley slope, a quiet pause in the midnight freeze where heavy hearts rediscover hope. Just the hum of the yellow light and the cold wind humming through the tree. The city is sleeping down below, and this small corner belongs to me. Under the yellow light, this corner belongs to me. I stop midway upon the terrace floor and lean my coat against the chilly iron rail. The city opens up beneath my boots, a sea of yellow lights and midnight mist. Down in the valley where the buses run, the avenues look like rivers made of gold. From up above the traffic has no sound, and all the stories of the day grow old. I take a breath of winter in my chest and let it out into the quiet space. The heavy world I carried all day long is shrinking down to fit this hilltop place. Looking down from the Huam Terrace view, where the whole city glimmers in the dark, 1,000 windows shining warm and small, every bedroom fire, every tiny spark. The wind comes blowing from the upper hill, carrying away the worries that I keep. Soul is sleeping down below my feet, and I am breathing long and deep. A yellow taxi turns a distant corner, slowing down before the river bridge. A single street light flickers in the alley, right beside the residential ridge. Nobody sees me standing in the air, between the rooftop gardens and the sky. Just the tall power lines against the stars, and gentle clouds floating slowly by. Take a breath of winter in my chest and let it out into the quiet space. The heavy world I carried all day long is shrinking down to fit this hilltop place. Looking down from the Huam Terrace view, where the whole city glimmers in the dark, 1,000 windows shining warm and small, every bedroom fire, every tiny spark. The wind comes blowing from the upper hill, carrying away the worries that I keep. Soul is sleeping down below my feet, and I am breathing long and deep. It's strange how small a giant town can feel when you are standing 300 feet above. The noise, the rush, the things you have to do fade into quiet things you learn to love. Looking down from the Huam Terrace view, where the whole city glimmers in the dark, 1,000 windows shining warm and small, every bedroom fire, every tiny spark. The wind comes blowing from the upper hill, carrying away the worries that I keep. Soul is sleeping down below my feet, and I am breathing long and deep. Breathing long and deep, above the city lights, soft and deep. spreads out in glowing squares across the flats towards the riverbank. The office towers turn their lights down low, standing tall in silent row and rank. Down on the tracks a midnight freight train glides, without a sound from where I stand tonight. A silver ribbon slipping through the dark, underneath the red signal light. Standing here above the sleeping roofs, where the cold air tastes like mountain air, I watch the distant train cars roll away, without a single burden left to bear. Looking down at Yongsan in the night from a staircase tucked behind the wall, the city looks like diamonds on black cloth. So quiet and so beautifully small, I have my sanctuary on this hill, a quiet pocket where time stands still, watching the world go softly to sleep, with promises I no longer need to keep. Gentle mist is settling down low in the dark spaces near the park below. The brick apartment roofs are damp and red, underneath the streetlights amber glow. Wrap my scarf, another turn around, and feel my cheeks grow cold against the breeze. There is no urgency inside my steps, among these silent residential trees. Standing here above the sleeping roofs, where the cold air tastes like mountain air, I watch the distant train cars roll away, without a single burden left to bear. Looking down at Yongsan in the night from a staircase tucked behind the wall, the city looks like diamonds on black cloth. So quiet and so beautifully small, I have my sanctuary on this hill, a quiet pocket where time stands still, watching the world go softly to sleep, with promises I no longer need to keep. Tomorrow will come back with all its claims, the telephone calls, the crowded morning train. On this There is no pressure, and there is no pain. Looking down at Yongsan in the night from a staircase tucked behind the wall, the city looks like diamonds on black cloth. So quiet and so beautifully small. I have my sanctuary on this hill, a quiet pocket where time stands still, watching the world go softly to sleep. With promises I no longer need to keep. Promises I no longer need to keep. Quiet on the hill. I turn my eyes upward to the crest, where Namsan rises in the midnight sky. A soft warmth glowing through the mountain mist, like a quiet beacon standing high. The sharp cold air clears out my heavy head. Every breath is clean and sharp and new. The red brick walls are fading into blue as frost settles on the evening dew. The higher that I walk into the dark, the lighter every footprint seems to fall. The tower stands above the autumn trees, watching silently over it all. Namsan glow through the cold night mist, guiding my steps along the winding way. A soft warm light above the sleeping roofs, washing clean the residue of day. I take another step up to the ridge, where the wind is blowing cool and clear, leaving all the heavy world behind, finding peace because the top is near. An overhead cable swings in the breeze, tracing black lines across the starry sky. A small cat watches from a villa wall, with golden eyes as I go walking by. My hands are warm inside my coat pocket, my boots sound crisp against the frozen ground. Up here above the city's glowing heart, sanctuary is the only thing I've into the dark. The lighter every footprint seems to fall. The tower stands above the autumn trees, watching silently over it all. Namsan glow through the cold night mist, guiding my steps along the winding way. A soft warm light above the sleeping roofs, washing clean the residue of day. I take another step up to the ridge, where the wind is blowing cool and clear, leaving all the heavy work behind, finding peace because the top is near. Up near the clouds, the city noise is gone, just the soft rustle of dry leaves along the curb. A quiet sanctuary in the sky that nothing in the world can now disturb. Namsan glow through the cold night mist, guiding my steps along the winding way. A soft warm light above the sleeping roofs, washing clean the residue of day. I take another step up to the ridge, where the wind is blowing cool and clear, leaving all the heavy world behind, finding peace because the top is near. Finding peace because the top is near. Soft Namsan glow. A warm steam vent breathes softly from the wall, in the narrow gap between two brick estates, rising like a white cloud in the chill, where the midnight air sits still and waits. I pause beside the warmth for just a beat, holding out my cold and numbing hands, watching the cloud dissolve against the blue over these peaceful residential lands. It smells of warm concrete and winter frost, a gentle thermal in the freezing night, a little pocket of comforting heat underneath the sodium alley light. Steam in the alley, quiet and warm, breathing soft mist into the late autumn storm. Step by step as the climb draws near, the heavy shadows start to disappear. A warm breath rising in the freezing air, leaving behind every burden and care. Almost at the top of the Huam hill, where the night is peaceful and still. The window on the small red curtain drawn across. Inside, someone is sleeping in their bed, safe from the winter, cold and lost. My boots make soft crunches on the curb, where dry brown leaves have gathered in the bend. The steep incline is leveling out at last, as I approach my quiet journey's end. It smells of warm concrete and winter frost, a gentle thermal in the freezing night, a little pocket of comforting heat underneath the sodium alley light. Steam in the alley, quiet and warm, breathing soft mist into the late autumn storm. Step by step as the climb draws near, the heavy shadows start to disappear. A warm breath rising in the freezing air, leaving behind every burden and care. Almost at the top of the Huam Hill, where the night is peaceful and still. Just 20 paces to the final turn, where the street lamp shines upon my door. The heavy work day is a distant dream, and I don't carry fatigue anymore. Steam in the alley, quiet and warm, breathing soft mist into the late autumn storm. Step by step as the climb draws near, the heavy shadows start to disappear. A warm breath rising in the freezing air, leaving behind every burden and care. Almost at the top of the home hill, where the night is peaceful and still. Steam in the alley, warm breath rising, peaceful and still. My fingers trace the polished stainless steel, smooth from 30 years of neighbor hands. It feels cold and solid to my touch, up here where the high rooftop stands. I stop to look down at my frozen shoes, worn leather covered in a fine white frost. Every step I took to climb this hill was worth the effort and the energy it cost. My breath forms clouds against the steel bar and drifts away into the dark blue sky, a white ribbon floating on the wind as the late midnight hours slip by. Breath on the steel handrail in the cold, a quiet story that is never told. The final flight of stairs before my gate, where peace and rest and quiet wait. I leave the heavy day upon the stone, standing in the midnight all alone, breathing out the tension from my chest, ready for the sanctuary of rest. potted pine tree sits beside a door, tied with string against the winter gust. Small yellow leaves lodged in the concrete cracks, covered in a layer of dry dust. I hear a lone dog bark 3 blocks away, a short soft sound that vanishes real fast. Then quiet settles back upon the hill, and all the noise of soul is in the past. My breath forms clouds against the steel bar and drifts away into the dark blue sky, a white ribbon floating on the wind as the late midnight hours slip by. Breath on the steel handrail in the cold, a quiet story that is never told. The final flight of stairs before my gate, where peace and rest and quiet wait. I leave the heavy day upon the stone, standing in the midnight all alone, breathing out the tension from my chest, ready for the sanctuary of rest. No more concrete steps left to ascend, just 3 more yards to my own front door. My shoulders have unclenched their tightest knot, and my spirit doesn't ache anymore. Breath on the steel handrail in the cold, a quiet story that is never told. The final flight of stairs before my gate, where peace and rest and quiet wait. I leave the heavy day upon the stone, standing in the midnight all alone, breathing out the tension from my chest, ready for the sanctuary of rest. Leaving it upon the stone, sanctuary of rest, quiet on the hill. Quiet on the hill. On 45 upon the rooftop crest, the highest terrace in the home grid, the city glimmers like a sea of stars, where all the daytime noise is safely hid. Namsan Tower shines an emerald green behind the dark silhouette of the trees. The cold air blows across my quiet face, a soft and healing late autumn breeze. I stand above the world and take it in, the quiet beauty of the sleeping town. Every worry that I carried up is far below where I am looking down. Rooftop Terrace, 45 a.m. Standing at the top of the hill again. The air is clean, the night is wide and free, and everything is right inside of me. Looking out across the glowing night, wrapped in golden sodium street light. The climb is done, the city is at peace, and all my heavy burdens find release. solitary bedroom light turns off in a red brick villa down the alley bend, leaving only street lamps on the stairs to guide the late night walker to the end. I unbutton my coat and feel the chill, accepting every degree of the cold. It feels good to be alive tonight in this quiet story softly told. I stand above the world and take it in, the quiet beauty of the sleeping town. Every worry that I carried up is far below where I am looking down. Rooftop Terrace, 1:45 a.m. Standing at the top of the hill again. The air is clean, the night is wide and free, and everything is right inside of me. Wrapped in golden sodium streetlight, the climb is done, the city is at peace, and all my heavy burdens find relief. I took the long way up the concrete stairs. I took my time with every heavy step, and here above the sleeping city lights I find the quiet promises I kept. Rooftop Terrace, 1:45 a.m. Standing at the top of the hill again. The air is clean, the night is wide and free, and everything is right inside of me. Looking out across the glowing night, wrapped in golden sodium streetlight. The climb is done, the city is at peace, and all my heavy burdens find release. Oh, 1:45 a.m. The city is at peace, all my burdens find release. At the top of the stairs, my doorway waits underneath a small white porch lamplight. I take the brass key out of my coat and step into the quiet of the night. I look back once down the Hume Hill at the long concrete steps I just came through, glowing amber under the midnight blue. The city sleeping like it always knew. I turn the lock and push the door inside. A wave of gentle room air meets my face. The long hard day is officially done as I step into my quiet place. The key turns softly in the brass lock, leaving the cold wind on the outdoor stair. The street light shines on the empty steps, and I am home inside my quiet lair. Heavy coat hung up behind the door, shoes set down upon the entryway floor. The city stays outside in midnight blue, and I am finally at peace with you. Hallway light turns on with a soft click, casting warm yellow light upon the wood. I close the door behind me, night pace and slow, leaving the world right where it stood. Outside, the street lamp shines upon the frost on the empty stairs where I used to stand. Inside, the quiet fills up every room like warm water pouring over sand. I turn the lock and push the door inside. A wave of gentle room air meets my face. The long hard day is officially done as I step into my quiet place. The key turns softly in the brass lock, leaving the cold wind on the outdoor stair. The street light shines on the empty steps, and I am home inside my quiet lair. Heavy coat hung up behind the door, shoes set down upon the entryway floor. The city stays outside in midnight blue, and I am finally at peace with you. Good night to the stairs and the amber light. Good night to Namsan in the misty night. Good night to the street where the cold wind blows. My day is over and my eyelids close. The key turns softly in the brass lock, leaving the cold wind on the outdoor stair. The street light shines on the empty steps, and I am home inside my quiet lair. Heavy coat hung up behind the door, shoes set down upon the entryway floor. The city stays outside in midnight blue, and I am finally at peace with you. With you.